Walrus on the inbounds play, brings the ball up. Nobody on him, defense in the 2-3 zone setup. Walrus 5 feet out from the arc, fades away. Boom, he hits from downtown, he's on fire! Nobody can stop him, holy moly! What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in, thanks for subscribing. Walrus here. So recently, hope you guys had a little bit of fun with that. Shout out to Jay Easy, the guy is an amazing commentator, and that's where I picked up the fadeaway 3 thing. Anyway, recently we got an early look at some of the games and new features of Sony's next generation console, the PlayStation 4. Particularly one game caught a lot of people's eye, and that was Destiny. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this trailer montage I put together for you guys. Destiny is being developed by Bungie and published by Activision. The official release date has yet to be announced, and something that I found interesting, as I'm sure many of you guys did as well that watched that stream, is the fact that this game is said to be an ongoing project, 10 years into its release. With that being said, it is going to be available for both consoles, PlayStation 4 and the next generation Xbox. And I found another thing very, very interesting. I came across quite a few different comments on trailer videos, tweets, speculative videos from many different individuals that this game is going to be the game that kills Call of Duty. What you guys are watching is some Call of Duty 4 gameplay. This is the game that got me hooked, and I think this is the game that got a lot of individuals hooked on the FPS genre and on the multiplayer aspect of first-person shooters. And it's really no secret that their formula for success concerning their yearly installment is fairly simple. I mean, this game has a fun, easy to play, addicting arcade feel that can be enjoyed by kids and adults in a couple of different ways, from multiplayer, campaign, co-op, zombies, and spec ops. It's basically the nicotine or crack cocaine of the current YouTube gaming community. And for the most part, I think we get a fair amount of support on each new Call of Duty release. But of course, you guys know that when the next installment, when the new game comes out, support for the previous year's release kind of just goes, it just drops. We basically don't have any support for the previous game, and I think it's something to take note of that you know, for 10 years into Destiny's release, there's going to be a ton of support. It's basically like a living world. If you go back and you look at all of the trailers and all the things that, all the speculation, everything that, all the interviews that are done, that's basically what Bungie is building, which is extremely interesting to me. And I think it's safe to form an initial impression of Destiny that it's going to be a massive game, complex, smooth, graphically gorgeous, obviously, and very detailed. However, is it going to be the type of game that kills Call of Duty, that puts it in the grave based on overall success of sales and in terms of just relative popularity across multiple social media platforms? No, I don't think there will ever be a game that does that to Call of Duty. I don't think there will ever be a release that does that to Call of Duty. I think ultimately what will happen is it will kill itself. The plug will be pulled on the franchise, and Activision, that's got, you know, development studios like Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Raven, so on and so forth, will ultimately up and say, we're going in a new direction. Call of Duty is done. This is the last installment, whether it's Modern Warfare 4 or Black Ops 3 or whatever they're going to do with it. And maybe sometime in the future we'll see an alternative studio that decides to maybe go on a side note or a side route with the series with Call of Duty as a franchise. But I think ultimately the plug will just be pulled on it, and the order will be given for an entirely new direction, an entirely new franchise, an entirely new series to be started. Just like with what's happening with Bungie. They stopped doing Halo, they're moving forward, putting all their effort, energy, and clout attention into Destiny for 10 years into its release, and I think it's quite amazing. So again, in the comment section, I would love to get a discussion going with you guys. Let me know what you think. Again, if you agree or disagree with me, if you think there is such a thing as a Call of Duty killer, whether or not you think that the franchise will just pull its own plug and then go forward with a new direction. We all know that the developers of Call of Duty 4, the first installment of Modern Warfare, what's it called? Respawn Development, Respawn Entertainment. They should be coming out with their game here in the near future, and that will be quite interesting to see how it rivals the next installment of Call of Duty. So a couple of videos on the screen that you guys may have missed: a review of the Astro 2013 Mixamp Pro and the A40's wired headset, as well as another video. You guys can check it out if you're so inclined. Thank you so much for all your support. If you enjoyed this, do me a huge favor, click the like button. More videos, more content is on the way for me. You guys are amazing, and I will talk to you later.